We're here with UIC head cross-country coach Ashley Lucas as the Flames prepare to run in their own backyard at the Loyola Lakefront Invitational this weekend. Before we look ahead to Loyola, Coach, I know that you were a little bit disappointed in the outcomes at Illinois State the last time out. How have the teams been working to improve upon that performance in the time since?
Yeah, I think just us getting another good training block in has kind of increased their confidence. I just don't think we were ready to race last time, and I think they've all kind of learned from it, and that's the biggest thing that you can do off of a disappointing race is leave that disappointing race there, but take the lessons from it, learn from it, and apply them to your next race. So they're excited to get back on the course, especially with it being, a couple miles up the road. So we've strung together a couple solid workouts on both the men and the women's side, so they're definitely ready to get back out and compete.
Saturday's meet is big, quite literally, with over 30 teams entered to participate. How has teams' strategy altered in an event that can be so crowded?
Yeah, with this one, and especially with the way the course is, it's definitely one that we've been telling the athletes, they need to get out. Having 33 teams on the start line that's a lot of teams, and the course narrows very quickly. So in order to not have to be working so hard, weaving in and out throughout the rest of the course, they need to not be afraid to get out the first 400 meters and realize that getting out and then settling in is not going to take any more energy than not getting out and having to work your way up. So we've kind of been preaching that. We're out there every Monday, so they know the course, they know the area, so they're prepared to be able to get out.
Speaking of the course in the area, like we mentioned at the top, this meet's really in your own backyard up at Montrose Harbor. How can fan support positively impact the team's performance in a race like this?
It's pretty huge, especially because we don't always get the opportunity to be competing so close to campus. So it's super easy to get to Montrose, whether that's an Uber or a Red Line. Our track team has practice in the morning, and they're all heading over as a group, just taking the Red Line, getting off at Wilson, and walking over. So just being able to have family there, we'll have a lot of family support, a lot of alumni support, a lot of hopefully UIC fan support. So just the more the team hears, go Flames, go UIC, sees that gear, it really amps them up. So anybody that's free Saturday, we'll be out there. We'll give some high fives to anybody we see in UIC gear.
And we talked about that big field. There's a couple Horizon League teams that are entered in that. And in a sport like cross country, you don't always see the teams in your conference until the conference meet. So when you're going up, included in that group against those teams, do you keep a closer eye on, the Oaklands of the world or the Green Bays of the world versus some of the other competition?
Right. I think it's harder in a meet like this weekend just because there's so many people, so it's hard to kind of pinpoint jerseys and things like that. But it's definitely something that will be a good checkpoint for us when we can look back at the results and see what we need to improve on, what we did well when it comes to those respective Horizon League teams. So it gives us a little bit more just information and I think a little bit more motivation when we can see where we are, and we'll see some of them again down at Bradley. So just again, being able to see the teams before conference, I think gives us a little bit of a checkpoint and more of a motivator heading into conference.